It's the Linemakers on Sporting News, presented by Jack Daniels. Get your pen and your paper out. It's the Linemakers lightning round. The gang's all here. Rich Betchelary, Rick Heron, Kenny White, I'm Brian Blessing, and away we go. We start with Ricky. Tennessee's at Jacksonville. 2.5 Titans open. It's up to 3. Total's 44. It's down to 43.5. Jags showed some signs of life last week at Houston, but the same result.
All right, same result, Brian. And this game's pretty easy if you want to go by statistics. The road teams covered all 10 Jaguars games all year long. Jaguars, on top of that, are 0-5 at home and lost all 5 by an average of 17 points a game. They're much better on the road. You got to bet the Titans.
All right, I'll take the Bills. Taking on the Colts in Indy. It opened 3.5. Colts are 3. Total on the game is 51. Bills dominated the Dolphins last week. They couldn't put it in the end zone. They are going to make a push here against weaker foes the rest of the season. Buffalo wins this game outright. Their defense is playing much better football. Don't look at me that way, Richie. We had the Bills against the Dolphins last week. The Bills go into Indy. They win this game. They'll force turnovers on luck. Let's move on to...
Sounds like a Bills fan.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like a guy going to cash a money line ticket. Steelers at the Browns. No line. We got injury concerns here, obviously, with the quarterback problems for the Steelers.
Charlie Batch at 37 years old, going to give it a go for the Steelers. He's 5-2 as a starter when he's had to fill in, and that's like over the course of the last decade or something like that he's been filling in. Steelers own the Browns. They won 16 of the last 17. Even though they haven't been a good road team, they've covered the last 2 on the road. And Browns just don't beat the Steelers.
All right, Richie. Raiders at the Bengals. 6 up to 8 through the key number. Total in the game is 50.5. Listen, Raiders are a mess, but they actually travel east pretty good.
Yeah, they might travel east pretty good. Give up 130 points the last 3 games, though, Brian. You're looking at a Bengal team that's back in the playoff hunt because the Steelers are struggling a bit with the quarterback issues. Bengals beat the Giants. They beat the Chiefs last week. 59-19 outscored their opponents the last 2 games. Dalton's back on track. The game goes to 10. Public's going to be favorite and over.
Now, an AFC West game. Denver at Kansas City. Broncos are 10.5. Total on the game is 44, excuse me. Broncos playing like a well-oiled machine. McGahee's out 6 to 8 weeks. The kid Hillman will come in, but Manning will make it work, won't he?
I think they've been waiting for Hillman really to step up, so he's going to get the bulk of the carries now, and Manning has been making it work. They are really playing great football. Kansas City, 31 turnovers. And really, the half-empty stadium last week used to be one of the strongest home field advantages in the NFL, is worth 0 right now.
Richie, there's not an NFL team in Hawaii, is there?
No.
Okay, then this is the longest trip in the league. It's Seattle going as far east as you can possibly go.
Siberia.
You got it. They're laying 3 at Miami. The total on the game is 37. Know this time of year? You can shoot a cannon off in the stadium in Miami.
And not get charged.
Seattle 1-4 on the road, Brian. 2-3 against the spot. We said it before. If you bet in Seattle, do it at home. Don't do it on the road. Miami struggling a bit. Didn't play very well against your Bills back Thursday, 10 days ago. I think we're going to see a little rebound there after they've lost 3 in a row and lost 3 against the spread.
And a good point, and you can refer back to the Bills game as well. A little extra time for both the Dolphins and the Bills to prepare for their opponents. And let's wrap it up with the Rams at the Cardinals. Arizona 2.5. Total on the game is 37.5. Mr. White, have at it. Does the game get to 3?
I have no idea, but Phoenix stole the Cardinals, St. Louis stole the Rams. Everybody in Los Angeles hopes both teams lose the game, and everybody in Kansas City, this is the only game they're going to watch because they don't want to watch anything else.
And Richie stole Ricky's drumstick on Thanksgiving. It's the kind of guy he is, but we love him.
But you love Buffalo this week.
I do. I actually do. Let's see what happens. I think they make a push. We are glad you joined us for the lightning round. And again, we thank you for joining us, the Linemakers.
I'd like to give him a push.